I did come back to the model table last night. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to get right into the rollback, and then after that we'll take a look in John Roberts' book. Now, I don't always happen to notice when there's a delivery coming to my door, like Amazon or the mail person. Yeah, but I did today. Again. Anyway, I knew what it was. It was a little 90-degree angle bracket for the HDMI cable. That's about the only thing it could be. It's the only thing I had ordered from Amazon recently. And, as they promised, it was next day delivery. I think I saw the word guaranteed. I wonder what happens if they don't. What does that guarantee mean? Probably nothing. I mean, who's going to take him to court, right?
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
It must be my age. I can't get into packages, and I find it difficult to pick up small things. Now, enough complaining. Okay, it kind of looks like the picture. Now, when I saw the picture of this thing on Amazon, I thought that this cable would be thinner than this, but it really doesn't matter. I was expecting the whole thing to be smaller, and I will move in here. The plug is in the right orientation to what I thought it was, so that would mean when we plug it into the side of the camera, well, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to recompose everything here. I don't want this on. It's on in exactly the wrong place. I will take that off. Okay, my hope was that it would not stick out as much as my retrofitted plug does right now. But I've got a feeling, just by eyeballing it, I haven't tried it yet, that it's probably going to stick out just as much. Now, let's be careful here. Maybe I should swing this around so that I can see what's going on. Okay, I'm going to go right from the edge here. Okay, I'm going to go from the edge there. I guess that rubber band is making it so it's kind of awkward, so I gotta... Okay, that's about it. Alright. No, it actually is in a little bit further. Yeah, it's in about 1/8 of an inch further, so that's all right. All right, now here's my thinking on this. Let me I better reposition the camera here a little bit. Okay, now my thinking was that I could where the strap attaches on here, I was just wondering if I couldn't make something up that would help support this, and this thing would always be left on, and then when I know when my clock goes off I start shouting, right? This would always be left on, and then I would unplug it here to take the camera from the model table to the computer to get the files out and stuff like that. And then this part here, I guess we don't need the rubber band anymore. And to that viewer who made the comment about the fact that I probably bent this too sharp, well, you're right. And I was actually thinking about that. So we'll just try and carefully straighten that back out. I don't think I damaged it. And I agree with you that, you know, that when you bend it tight like that, it does pull the wires away from where it's connected to on the inside there, and something like this, it would be almost impossible to fix. Okay, so then this will go in here, like that. I guess we should check and see if it works. Let's see if the monitor lights up over there when I turn it on. Yeah, we got it. All right, so it works. Now, what am I going to do here to fasten this in? The idea being is that if I was to yank on this one way or the other, this piece right here on the body of the camera is extremely strong, very strong. If I could somehow take advantage of that and have it go in and just tie it in there, and that way I'm not taking this in and out and in and out and in and out and you know, wearing out the connection from wear. And being as it's fastened on here somehow, you know, if I could slip it down in that hole there, but of course you can't because it's got a plug here and a plug here. And this wire triangular thing is not the sort of thing that you can spread that much. I'll think of something. So yeah, it's going to be all right. Now I wonder if a person could somehow use this. I did bring it to the table. I actually have two of these. I don't know why I've got two of these, but I've got two of these exactly the same. Let's just carefully take this out now, straight out, and we'll put this in. Okay, now will this still work? It might help a little bit, but then we've got, oh, I didn't catch it that time. Yeah, I didn't catch it that time. I suppose I could cut this off, but I'm not sure if it's actually affording much protection or not. I think that the best way to go is to fasten it onto here somehow. Okay. Now, of course, the idea of the gloves is that the hot rubber won't burn my fingers. This will help a little bit, the heat, I believe. If I hold it like that, I already know that that's kind of the way I want it to go. And I know it's going to kind of have a tendency to spring back. But in this way, it's going to automatically align itself with the way I want it to go on the camera to a certain extent. Oh, the temperature was set at 220 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, that should be all right. I imagine it would have to take about 300 degrees or more to melt the rubber, but and of course the heat will not hurt the wire. The only thing that could happen is if I got it too hot, then the inside got kind of mushy and the wires touched together. But I mean, before that would happen, the outside would be runny. I think I'd have it figured out. All right, let's just let that cool down a little bit and put it on the camera and see how it lines up. I think this is going to be all right. Now I've decided not to cut this bracket down. I'm just going to leave it sticking out, at least for now, because it will afford some protection if I was to bang the camera against something. At least it's going to hit this and not this. Okay, now the idea is we're going to try and fasten this. That lined up pretty good. Okay, we're going to try and fasten this to that triangular ring. Here in Canada we have a chain called Canadian Tire, and their symbol is a triangle, but I think the triangle goes the other way. So I guess to make it like Canadian Tire it'd have to be up like that, unless I got it wrong. Maybe it is down, but I think I'm going to have it down. And I'm just going to wrap string around it. Go down to my workshop, see if I can find some nice strong cord. It'd be nice if I could find something black, maybe like a shoelace. Yeah, that might be good. Okay, I was going to tie the knot on the outside. And then I realized that if I CA it, it's going to get kind of hard, and it'll actually be kind of scratchy, so I went around the back and I tied the knot right here. I was make sure we got it nice and tight, and we'll just see if we can't just get some CA on there. Don't want to get it on the camera. I just want it to go down into the, I can't see if anything's going in there, but I think it probably is. It just so that it doesn't unravel after we cut it off. I don't know, maybe I should be taking it straight from the bottle here and get it a little bit more on there. But like I say, it's not going to take very much. This should literally wick its way in. I've used CA glue before to keep knots from unraveling. Okay, you get the idea. Okay. Now, these Tamiya nippers have got us through 2 builds now, almost 2 builds. I wonder if they're going to get us through the Rodney. I don't see why not, unless I wreck them somehow. There we go. Yeah, that feels all right. All right, let's test it out. Okay, now the idea is, if this gets yanked on, most of the yank is going to come right here, especially a twisting, a twisting yank that's going to use the leverage of the length of this thing, if you know what I mean, and twist it. Mind you. Okay, I think we beat this to death. It works. Okay. So we got a comment from one of the viewers. If you remember yesterday, I was trying to remember what the name of those brackets were that I was calling a hanger bearing, that the shafts were coming through. One of the viewers replied or commented and said that it's called, well, it's if you turn to page 54 here. Okay, this piece right here. All right, it's called two different things. First of all, the whole thing, I guess, is an A bracket. Now, a couple of other viewers mentioned it was called an A bracket. But the word I was looking for or trying to remember was number 14 here, and it was palm. And the reason I couldn't remember it is because it's such an unusual term for part of a ship. Anyway, just thought I'd mention that. Now, let's try and get these on today. That shouldn't be too hard. Okay, we're going to be using CA, and we're going to be wanting to have just the smallest amount again. It's interesting how these things start out straight and they end up curving. Must be something, the chemical in the CA reacts with the plastic. But you would think that it would react in the plastic evenly all over, but it doesn't. Anyway. I got my applicator. I think I'm about ready to go. Which tweezers would be best? Probably these ones with the rubber. Okay, now don't squeeze too hard, and yet squeeze hard enough that it doesn't fall. All right. Maybe I'll do the one on the far side first. Actually, it would be easier to do the other one if the ship was turned around the other way. Okay, let's move you in here a bit. And I guess I better get my other glasses on. Now it's going to go like that. Now maybe what I'll do is I'll put a little bit of CA there first, because if I try to put it there afterwards, it's probably going to stick to the... Well, let's try it. Put a little bit of CA on first. Alright, and here we go again. Oh, I almost dropped it there. Now I think I've got it in between those two little flanges. And then you'll notice that there's another flange just to the right of it. I think that's where the rope is supposed to go. Maybe I should look at the manual. Yeah, I think the rope goes on the... Let's check the manual. Yeah, I was right. The rope goes on the outside, just to the right of the ladder. Alright, now we can bend those straight after the CA is set. Now those are going to be so easily knocked off. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Yeah, just bear with me here. I'm going to have to reposition everything. Okay, I should have taken this safety hoop off when we did the other side here. Would have been easier to get into the The two that we just put on are over here. You can't quite see them because the stern is blocking it. So I've turned the ship just a few degrees here, and now I can actually get in here a little better. At least that's the plan. Let's move you in first. And I guess get my other glasses on here. I don't have all day here. Alright. And for the other one, I think I'm going to get it in my tweezer first. Now, editing out the dead spots is a little bit more difficult because I'm using my laptop. Ooh. I was bumping this one here. Gotta be careful. I think I got, yeah, I've got some on there. No, the angle's not quite right here. Turn it a little bit. Let's just hook it on there and no, this one's not going very good. Oh, and I dropped it too. Where'd it go? Yeah, I was going to need a little bit of straightening. And we better get a little bit of CA on the top there. Just all right. I'll let that cure and then straighten everything out. Now, this one right here. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just set them off to the side. Oh no, I shouldn't have to. What if I find that other ladder? I was gonna... I should have had this figured out before I pushed record, shouldn't I? Okay, let that cure and then I'll reinforce the tops. Now this story that I'm going to tell you might not be 100% true, but you get the idea. I heard this whimpering going on my model table. So I'm looking around to see what it is, and turned out it was my macro lens. And I said, "What's wrong?" And it says, "You never use me anymore." And so I said, "Okay, next shot I'll use you." So here we are. Now, I don't want to build it up too much, but I don't want it to break off either the first time I bend these things. I'm pretty sure I've got it. What about this one here? All right. Now, these simulated ropes. It's going to be kind of hard to paint these because these booms are the lighter gray and the ladders and the ropes are the darker gray. Oh, we'll manage. All right, I think we're done with those. Well, that's another empty tin. Okay, I don't think there's too much use straightening everything out until after I get it all painted. We will put our safety hoop back on because I think I'm about done for today. You know, I'm looking around and I'm not seeing any more parts to put on. I think the next thing is the easy line. Yeah, the easy line. It's here somewhere. Okay, thanks for watching everybody. And all being well, we'll be seeing you tomorrow.